Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading for March 6th to the 12th. This is for Aries, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading. The reason I do this, Aries, I love you and I want you to feel like it's a personal reading rather than a general spread. Astrology's been around for thousands of years, and that's why I use it. It's had major influence on divination, and actually, astrology and tarot go hand in hand. Tarot came out in the 14th century, and every tarot card is assigned an astrological element or a ruling planet. We go really deep when they're both combined, and both astrology and tarot are aligned with the tree of life. Now, Aries, this is going to be a big week. All right. I loved your monthly reading. It's so crazy. Even as an empath, I know I'm like always like cheerful and enthusiastic, but the energy rush that I was getting from your reading was pretty insane. So, as we head toward your birthday season, which is amazing, and stay tuned for next week because that's when we're really going to go into it. All right, like the sun's going into Aries. Toward what is that? The 20th, right? But then remember, Jupiter's in your sign. Jupiter's going to be in Aries, and then we have Mercury's going into Aries. We have that new moon in Aries. There's a lot that's going to happen for you this month. Okay, now this week in particular, what I really love is the first thing, Saturn going into Pisces. This is a huge deal. This is a 3-year long transit, so it's in your 12th house, which is the subconscious. So you may be, Saturn really is the reality checker, right? It's all about structure and responsibilities and really building that foundation. And so the 12th house and the subconscious, it just means you could do some deep dives for the next couple of years. Really go deep, okay? Really go deep and really unroot things that no longer serve you well, or heal from things that, have been, let's say, like haunting you for a long time. Now, when Saturn was in my sign, in my 12th house, there were things that, from the past, because, the 12th house rules the past too, that I would say I didn't necessarily heal from. Like I went through life and it was just always stuck in the back of my head. And then when Saturn was in my 12th house, that's when I unrooted it. That's when I had that time to really reflect, and it no longer stresses me out and no longer bothers me. I came to closure with it. So you may have moments like that, and it's very nice. It's such a nice feeling. Now, the other big thing that's happening is that full moon in Virgo. So we know that's going to be on the same day, and that full moon in Virgo, for you particularly, Aries, for you particularly, that is going to be your 6th house. So everyday activities, at work and labor is really big. So it could be a time where you have some activity around your work, or even, employers, people that you work with, people that you hire. You may be hiring someone new. You may be, maybe letting someone go to bring in someone new. You may be expanding, but it also rules health. So you could find, throughout this month that you are changing the way of your health habits. Maybe there is, maybe let's say you're a yoga person and you decide you love Pilates. Maybe you turn vegetarian. There could be something new blossoming from that. The other thing that is going to happen that I really, really, really love is Venus sextile Mars. That's going to be on March 11th. We both know when Venus and Mars gets together what that's like, okay? So if you are single, put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. Go start swiping. Start swiping right on Tinder, Hinge, whatever the apps are, and then go out there and mingle. And it's such a beautiful aspect. It's a really good time to go socialize. And then with how, everything's building up, remember Jupiter is in your sign right now, okay? Jupiter, the planet of good luck, prosperity, good fortune, expansion. So, it's like nothing can stop you now. Nothing can stop you now, Aries. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading for this week, March 6th to the 12th. Let's see what's going on for you, Aries, Sun, and Rising. You'll see my dog has joined me. She's sleeping, and she likes to just chill up here. So we basically what I'm saying is like she takes up all my table space. So let's see if I can do this without waking her up because we don't want to wake her up. Secondly, she loves Aries. My Marlon Brandos and Robert Downey Jr.'s and who else is an Aries? You know, I forget her name. The one who played Arya in Game of Thrones. She's an Aries. She's an Aries, and and her character was very Aries. All right, so Aries, let's get to it. This is great. This is great. I want you to know that there's an energy of you. There's so much happening for you, Aries, this week. You will get in your head a little bit, and it's mostly because you may come to a crossroads where you're just like, what's next? What's next? Or there could be something new that has come through your life, whether relationships, whether career, whether something within your family, and it could be something where you're just like, okay, this is a little too much. I already have so much going on. What it's like, all right, but this is actually really great. You did get the 7 of Cups, okay? And so what's really interesting is this is a card, I call it the card of illusion and delusion, but it does, options do come through. Okay, so you could have had a lot of options come through recently, again, whether with a relationship, whether with suitors, if people still say that, is that a word that people say, suitors? Or just opportunities in terms of what you're going for, what you're passionate about, what you're trying to create, what you're trying to manifest in your life, right? And so some of them may not have been great for you, and some of y'all may have had those moments where you're like, okay, this date was right, or this job offer isn't exactly what I wanted, right? So the good news is things did come through. Now, it's almost like at this point, it's really, you just have to be careful what you wish for, right? You have to really know what you want. You have to really know what you want, especially when we're moving into these big aspects. If you saw my monthly reading, there's big aspects happening this month, okay? A lot of big aspects, a lot of planets changing signs, but for you, it does look like opportunities have come through, so it's really great. Now, boom. You got the King of Pentacles, all right? In the heart of your spread, we know he is the richest king, okay? The richest king. Listen, the King of Pentacles is someone who is a protector, someone who's a provider, okay? Someone who's also very just pragmatic. Now, he's also uh, he cares about everybody in his kingdom, and he wants to take care of everybody in his kingdom, and he has the resources to do that, okay? He's very powerful, so you will be in a place of a lot of power this week. Now, the pentacles are money and wealth, so you could feel on top of that. You could feel like that this new job offer is coming in that pays more. That this you're getting a raise. That you're launching a side project that is going to be passive income. There is a lot of that energy, all right? If not, go for it. Remember what I said, you have nothing to lose this month, or this week in particular too. Now, one other thing I'm going to point out is you see his hand on the pentacle, and that's just really owning your wealth now. Now, if money and wealth, and if money is not a concern for you right now, if you're all set, if you're the King of Norway watching this video, where you're just like, right? Pentacles are a tangible realities, okay? So our physical world as well. So that wealth and abundance in our physical world, which is really, really great. One other thing I'm going to point out that not a lot of readers do, and I'm not sure why, but you do see the golden scepter here, okay? Now, we see that in the Empress card. The Empress has the same scepter. So the King of Pentacles, it's almost like anything he touches turns to gold. You are in a great space this week. You're in a great space this week. Now, interestingly, the Queen of Pentacles came up, but in your challenge area. And so it's more like the breakthrough area. So this is really funny because, you have the pair, but the Queen of Pentacles is there. Now, here's the difference between the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Obviously, like, they're very different, but the Queen of Pentacles, queens, most of their energies and their powers are internal, okay? The kings are more external, all right? So it's that Aries in you just like, owning it, and the world sees this, and, your company sees this, your friends, your family sees that power in you, right? Now, the Queen of Pentacles, again, internal, okay? Now, but when she's coming in challenging the King of Pentacles, all right? Remember, they're the pair. There's two things. One, there could be someone that that maybe it's almost like holding you back energy. There could be someone that's a little bit in the way, all right, and they have a different vision. So it could be like a partner of yours who wants to do things, if you're like thinking about investing or buying a home, or if you're thinking of going down a different path. There's someone that's going to be not just kind of like, oh, well, maybe, right? So there could be someone like that, okay? But like it kind of like holding you back energy. The second thing is, I want you to, because you are going to be sitting in this throne this week. And you remember, I want you to, you're going to feel like, power in terms of money, wealth, and manifesting all that. And also, just even, what's in your physical reality. I want you to feel it too, okay? I want you to feel it too. I want you to put heart into it. And I'm going to tell you why. That's one message that's coming through, but there's affirmation here. Well, let's go ahead. I'll just do it. You got the Queen of Cups and the root of your spread, okay? So it seems like you want to, all right? So it's like it's almost like, there is that king, but it's not that, it's a king who does care. And again, he's more about providing for the people, protecting for the people, okay? But you can do that without like heart. You can do it in a way where it's like, this is what I have to do, all right? But I want you to feel it too, all right? Queen of Pentacles in the root of your spread is saying that, and she's very intuitive and she's very psychic. I call her the Princess Diana of tarot, by the way, because she is that loving person and she like gives, all right? And it's not just love for everybody in her world, within her orbit, a lot of self-love too. So I want you to feel that as well, because with that self-love, boom, all that heart, all that passion comes out. All right. Now, you did get the Nine of Wands in the root, in your crown. This is just indicating there's maybe some things that you're going through that could be stressful. There's a lot that you're taking on. You've really gone through this journey to get to the point that you're at, and this is just resilience. Okay, this is resilience. You can see him actually standing in front of the wands, protecting, okay? Remember, you got that protection energy with the King of Pentacles. Now, you have the Nine of Wands, all right? Up here, up in your crown. And I love that. And that really is just you holding in there for everything that you've been passionate about, just really going for it. No one's going to take anything away from you. You will not let anyone take anything away from you. You're hanging in there. You can see there's gauze on his head. He's like really beat up, but he's hanging in there and he's making it, and he's making everything work. He's making all of it work because he is so passionate about everything that he's worked for. Again, not letting anyone take anything away from him, which I love, by the way. And so this, we get to the Eight of Swords. All right. So this is in your future, the Eight of Swords. This is, I think I said earlier, there could be something that is, we call this a self-victim card, by the way. And you can see she's surrounded by swords. She's blindfolded. She's bound. So when she's bound like that, she's literally out of touch. She can't touch anything, okay? So that's why all this heart is going to be really powerful for you. Really feeling that passion, really putting your heart, your heart and soul into everything that you're doing this week, everything that you're going for, and everything that you have, okay? Because we don't want you to, it's saying that, there could be a point where, you do get in your head a little bit, and it's more, the message was more, it could be situational, but more of it's just like the future. Like, okay, things are so good, or I've never had all this before, or I just got this raise, I just got this promotion, or I know it's coming through, or I'm starting this new path. And, there's that little bit of fear and anxiety about like looking forward, looking ahead, and not, just kind of have like that. We all do that, right? We're all humans. This is how we, even going on a first date, we get the jitters or whatever. But I don't want you to have that. I want you to feel empowered moving forward. All right. You can see that even though she is blindfolded and bound, her feet are loose. You can walk out of here. Okay. You can walk out of it. This is a prison of your thoughts, swords of the mental suit. All right. So I don't want you to. You can definitely, yeah, just take that blindfold off. You got the three of the Three of Cups. Okay, this is all about joy. It's all about celebration. What I love for this too is there is going to be some things that may relate in your future with your if you have brothers or sisters. There could be something that you celebrate or get together with them, but take off that blindfold, and they could actually be the ones that help you, get through this, right? And this is all about bonding. It's all about brotherhood and sisterhood. And if you don't have siblings, your BFF, whoever you consider like your brother, right? Whoever you consider like your soul sister, right? Those people count. That's what that's what it is. All right. It's just bonding. At the end of the day, it's that bonding that's really good for you. Okay. So this is a card of joy and celebration. So take off that blindfold and you will be fine. And in fact, again, there could be something that siblings could be really active, especially because Mars is in Gemini, right? Mars is in Gemini for you. That's your third house, which does rule siblings. Okay, so and communication. So it's very important to communicate and not just have all this in your head. Now let's get to your staff, Aries. Aries, I hope you're having a great day. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you'd like surprise. If you like subscribe, leave comments, all of that. I know I always mess up this line. And if you're a subscriber, I love you. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for being here. You are amazing. You really make my day. Thanks so much. I really am grateful for you. So let's get to your staff, Aries. This is wonderful. This is absolutely wonderful. You got the sun. Okay, we all know the sun is, first of all, the sun is going into your sign next week. So that's really amazing. Okay, the end of next week, we're moving into Aries season again, your birthday season, and so the sun is very powerful. It's a very powerful symbol. Some people say it is the best card in tarot. It is. I agree. It's in my top three. All right. This is like the yes card. This is all about optimism. This is all about promising future. This is the sun shining all that light. Okay, clearing all those shadows in your life. All right. So this is really great, and it's what you're looking toward. Okay. So always look forward, look toward the sun, and everything that you want to manifest, like keep holding on to that. All right, put action into it, and you would know everything about action. You're an Aries, right? Mars is your ruler, the planet of action. Now you got the High Priestess in your external factors area. This is very synchronatic with what's happening astrologically, okay? Because remember I said Saturn this week is moving into Pisces, the 12th house, your subconscious. The High Priestess is your guardian, okay? She's the guardian of the subconscious. Now, she comes out when she says, go within, trust your instincts, work on your intuition, have those spiritual moments. Okay, you see the book of law, the Torah, in her lap. Okay, and it's it's half hidden, and it's only it's revealed when you go beyond the material realm. All right, so really going within. And her coming up in your external influences area, like you're good, you're protected. You have a lot of protection energy, by the way. You're good, and it is indicating that you will be going through these moments, these deep moments. Okay, whether you're deciding about your career or a relationship or home situation, I said, home situation, family. Anything that again resonates with you. Now look, you got the Nine of Pentacles. keep your eyes on the prize and just stay tuned into your passion, your heart and soul, everything, even blood, sweat, and tears for what you've worked for. Be very proud of like where you are now and look at where you're at. This is exactly what you want. You just want this abundance, okay? You do see the symbol of Venus all over her gown, all right? A lot of independence here, a lot of love here, a lot of abundance. Venus is the planet of, love, romance, sex, money, everything that we desire, right? And so there's a point, and what I love about this, where it falls in your spread, is that you're not looking for luck. You're earning everything. You're going to be earning this abundance, okay? This is amazing. It shows that fire within you. Now, lastly, you got the Page of Wands. This is your final outcome. And so, as we know, the Page of Wands, pages are the messenger, so you could be getting a message soon in terms of passions that you want to start, or something that you're really passionate about, maybe an idea that, you could get this great new idea, all right, for maybe writing a book or making a movie, or, doing something different within your company, or starting, your own career or whatnot, okay? Secondly, because the wands are, they're passions, right? Creativity, ideas, but also they represent enterprise, all right? They have a really good connection to enterprise, career, jobs, side hustles, whatnot. And this page, again, messenger, bringing in something new could be coming through, or something could be coming through new in terms of your physical reality. You could be getting a new job offer. You could be getting something, just a new suitor, something that you really want to build on. Look how compelled he is by the wand, all right? Now, he does have the power to turn that desert landscape into this verdant, lush, beautiful, garden of all his passions, all right? Pages are the newbies, but in the royal court, but they have so much power, and the power to bring in those new opportunities, new beginnings, new paths. You listen, our Aries, you have an amazing reading. You have an amazing reading. I'm you're golden. You're golden. And so I wouldn't even worry too much about this Eight of Swords in your future, because you got the High Priestess. You're fine. You're going to be guarded. It looks like you are going to spend that time knowing, like, okay, I can't get trapped in this. I'm going to, and a lot of it's going to be through, your friends and, even siblings, okay? That's going to really, like, help you move. But at the end of the day, it's celebration, okay? It's celebration, a lot of joy. Aries, you're amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. Next week is going to be another big week. It's going to be a big week. And it's at the end of next week, we start going into, Aries season, your birthday season, but with a lot of activity with Mercury, Jupiter, that new moon. There's a lot of activity happening in Aries. So I'm going to talk more about that in the third week, but next week is still just very big, with Mars, your planet. It's very active. Anyway, let's go ahead. That's it. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love comments. I love emojis. If you are not a commenter, and if you're a subscriber, I love you. Thanks so much for being here. I will see you next week. Bye bye.